Hi, my name is Robert Ellis, and I'm director of the Institute for Leadership Studies.
And I'm Chris Curran, author of Leap Beyond Your Limits.
Chris, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you think you're a genius?
Wow. Seems like it would be a bold statement if I said yes.
How about if I make an even bolder statement and say that you were a genius, except at the time you didn't know about it?
Okay.
I asked this question to my students in the course that I teach on creativity, and the answer that you gave is fairly typical. Nobody raises their hand. Then I asked them, learning a language, how many people here have learned a second language? And some could go up. I said, was it hard for you? And they said, yeah, I had to learn all about grammar and words and memorizing things. And I said, well, when you were growing up, did your parents sit you in front of a desk and go over irregular English verbs with you and teach you what an adjective is and teach you how to diagram sentences? They'll say no. And I said, well, you all went to kindergarten, right? Well, when you went to kindergarten, you spoke a language. You spoke English, right? So how did you learn it? If you had that ability, which children do up to a certain age, to learn any language without an accent, that would be a hallmark of genius. But somewhere along the line, something happens and that genius gets squashed. And that something is school. And the window begins to close. Children are natural geniuses because they ask what we feel are childish questions. I asked one of my students, does he have a 4-year-old? Because this is the age of the greatest genius, I think. I says, does your 4-year-old ask a lot of questions? He says, oh yeah. I said, what kind of questions does he ask? Oh, why is the sky blue? How high is up? How can I see light? And I said, what kind of answers do you give to these questions? And he said, well, I really don't know. And I said, but what he's asking are really deep, profound, philosophical questions that indicate a great degree of creativity. I can guarantee you that by the time you're 30, you're not thinking about how high is up, you're not thinking creatively, you're into a groove, and that's where you're going to stay for the rest of your life. My purpose is to get you out of that groove and get you to think creatively. And I think the person that said this best was Jesus Christ. And he said, unless you be like little children, you can never enter the kingdom of God. And being a genius is entering that kingdom. And in order to enter that kingdom, you have to maintain childlike qualities.